EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Arizona Cardinals. The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up. And off we go on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
19,
Play action, now it's Daniels. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long.
60 Eagles, 60, 19. Ready.
To the air goes Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Sinnott. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready, go.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now 3rd down and 7.
Let's go now.
In motion comes the tight end left. To throw is Daniels. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Ariza is sent on to punt. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Shotgun now from Murray. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, When they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Easy. 2-2. Hot. I know sauce. Big ace, big ace.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
2nd and 10. Now Murray off play action. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for it with Benson. The 20. 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey Benson, 41 yards. And the Cardinals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Back out is the kicker Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now 2nd and 5. A give to ETN wide right. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. And they'll go again with ETN. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Daniels looking to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Cards are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Play fake. Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's wonderful quarterback when you put both hands on your helmet and say, I can't believe I just did that. If he puts a little more touch on that ball, the receiver's still running. Instead, it's just an incomplete pass.
Murray changing the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. This is taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd down and 4.
Let's go now.
Now Daniels. They'll let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin, 47 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now this time, Murray to throw it. Short one here, caught by McBride. That one a first down pickup of 8.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Open man here is Benson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. Pass incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Throwing now is Murray. It's Hill, complete. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out.
Touchdown! Sky Moore from 10 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he gets forward up the middle, but only second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
70.
Off the play fake. Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Washington. Jaden Daniels, 53 yards. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ballgame. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. They'll go again with Benson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's 3rd and 9.
Easy. Hey, shift. Stop.
Murray now to throw. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Okay.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Go now. Cougar 19.
Throwing now is Daniels. Got Dobbs over the middle. 7 yards there and a first down.
Here we go.
A give, it's ETN off the option. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here we go. Viking, hey.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Cowboy 80.
Second and 1. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Here's a diving catch right side. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Runner, 18 County Lions. Ready,
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Romeo Doubs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
They're just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Another run here with Benson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, 2-2. 1-1. Empty. 2-2.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Hard throw, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go. Set. 70, camera.
They go play action. Daniels. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
At the 32-yard line.
Get it. Ready.
Off the option, here's Etienne. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
To throw is Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So they run the option here on 1st and 10. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Ready. Viking 18. Ready.
To the air goes Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Come on, set.
Dobbs goes in motion. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. It's in the receiver in motion. Just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
Go. Cowboys, go.
To the right side and caught by center. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Ben Sinnott, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So you're saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Here's Murray. Forced out to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Murray going to throw. That one complete to Hill. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Murray off play action. Flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
That's good.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play. Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Murray to air it out again. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's McBride. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride from 13 yards out. And the Cardinals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
go. Shot. Crack all 80. 79. Unlock Lion. Unlock Lion.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
70. 19.
ETN up the middle. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Daniels. Working the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
70.
Running out of the gun with ETN. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Travis Etienne, 47 yards. And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
2, hot! Easy, quiver.
Now Murray's got to have this one. That is caught. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey,
On play action, it's Murray. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Here's Murray. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Murray. Throw left side, taken in by Hill.
Complete to Tyreek Hill. 10 yards on the pickup.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And this time not quite to the 30, will be down at the 31-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
2-2.
To throw, it's Murray. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Shotgun now for Murray. Over the middle and complete to Moore. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line.
Hey.
That's another Cardinals.
Murray now to throw. Able to get this one to McBride. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2-2.
Now Murray again. Escaping the pressure right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
They throw it out right complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Sky Moore, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Cardinals will line up for the 2-point
Back to throw, Murray. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Etienne. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready, ready.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Ready. Ready.
On the bootleg, it's Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Get it. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
2-2. 2-2. Big Ace open. Big Ace open. Big Ace. Shit.
To throw is Murray. Connecting with Hill. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1. And one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Commanders, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.